Alright, so I am in the house. I done took the kids to school. Let's see, please click next if you want to download the medical verification form online. Please follow the instructions on the form to complete the medical. You must submit the completed form by mailing it to us by uploading it online here on the Tennis Self-Service portal. To load the form online, please log into Tennis Self. Alright, I'm trying to get my apartment accommodated for Tracy. Because she needs the bars in the bathroom for him. Since he's not the, call it, I don't know why this thing, oh wait, hold on. Documents of the person. Since he's not the case, the head of household, we can't get in the apartment, like into a senior citizen building with him. Even though he's eligible for that type of apartment, I'm the case manager and I'm like taking care of him. So we're not living with him, he's living with us. So that causes me to have to do extra work in order to, I mean, not that I mind, I'm just breaking it, giving an explanation of what I'm doing. That causes me to have to fight for the things that he needs, request the things that he needs in the apartment that we're living in. Since this apartment is not accommodated for a wheelchair. The apartments is not fixed up for people that, you know, need help getting in and out of the tub and all that other stuff. I also got to try to get one of them bathtub chairs so that when he get in the tub, I could wash him, you know. He is bugging out. I'm trying to click documents upload, but it's not. I don't know what it's doing. The wheel is turning, but it's not coming up to give me the option to upload nothing. But I'm going to try to get him what he needs because he has certain issues, limitations. He's limited to things. And the first limitation that he got is walking. You know, and now that he's getting older, because I'm 50, I'm in my 50s, he's 1 year. No, he's not a year. Okay, so you could say he's a year older than me because he was born in 1962. I always thought he was born in 1963. But he was born in 1962, and he was born in October. So I was born a year, I was born a year later in 1963. So that causes him to be about Let's see, March, April, May, June, July, August, and October. So that caused him to be like 7 months older than me. See, October, November, December, January, February, March. We're not even 7 months, 5 months older than me. So, you know, therefore, he's going through certain things with his legs. They don't hurt him, but sometimes he say he gets a lot of pains in his legs. If he stand too long, if he walk too long and then have to stand, if you got to go too far of a distance, he walks very slow. Even the kids say, Grandpa walk too slow. But, you know, he can't help himself. He doesn't. You know, it's not allowing me to put the thing. You're supposed to be able to click on something to the left-hand side, right? And if you gotta load up documents, then you can go and load them up, but it's not allowing me to load them now. When I click the next button to process, to go to the next step, it's not saying nothing. So I'm just gonna click, this don't work, I'm gonna click the finish button, and whatever they need, they just have to call me. That way I can tell them, well, it ain't working. But I'm trying my best to, let me just click finish. I'm trying my best to do my part. You see what I'm saying? Because when he first came to New York to live with us, I had lots of high hopes. I had semi dreams. I ain't gonna say big dreams, so I said semi dreams. I had high hopes for him and for us. I had already put in my mind what I was going to, I had plans, and put it that way, of what I was going to do with him, what we was going to do together, the things, the places that we was going to go, you know, because he get his money, you see what I'm saying? I run a business, I get some money, you know what I'm saying? There's income coming in the house, other income coming in the house, you know, my kids work. So I had plans that, you know, we was going to do things. I wasn't saying, I always wanted to go to Disney World, Disneyland, whichever one it was. You know what I'm saying? When I see Miami, I think about Miami. I'll be like, I would like to go to Miami. But I'll be honest, I'm afraid of traveling. Because I'm not going to say I'm afraid to get on a plane, because that don't scare me. I've been on a plane already. See, if you've never been on a plane, then you'll have fear of it. But I've been on a plane already. And some people go on planes and travel all the time, and they still scared. But I ain't worried about no plane. Because whatever going to be, won't be. You know what I'm saying? I'm more, to be honest, getting on a train, traveling on a Greyhound or something like that, and people, I'm more afraid of the people driving than I am of the people on the plane. You see what I'm saying? But it's weird, but this video ain't about me. So, it's not even letting me get to the home. I'm just bugging out. So, I had a lot of plans, and I'll name some of my plans. The first plans was that he was going to get saved, because that's what he told me. He said, all right, yeah, I know, I got to get saved. You know what I'm saying? Yes, I'm going to go to church and all that. This is what he's telling me over the phone, right? So I'm like, okay, all right. He got the memo. He got the memo. He know what I want, and this is what he gonna do. So I'm feeling kind of good about it because he trying to make me happy. He gonna do the things, at least some of the things that I want. You know, that was just my dream. That was him talking, a dream to me. Pipe dreams, as they call it, because pipe, you take it in and it take it in one way and comes out the other way. So I'm like, all right, okay, no problem. So that never happened. I think the first time he went to church since he been here, because he came in 2011, if I'm correct, I think he went to the convention 2016 or 2017. Now, in between those years, from the time he got here in 2011, no, I think he came 2012, because something happened in 2011 that reminds me that he didn't come yet. It could have been 12, but I know it was in the 1-1 or the 1-2, right? He didn't come 2013. I think he was here already a year, 2 years before his daughter died. Our daughter died, rather. So, upon getting here, it never happened. He didn't go to church till when he did. There was a lot of disagreements. There was a lot of things that was said. And I'll be honest. You know what I'm saying? The things that was said on my part is that you said you was going to church. Why you ain't going to church? Why do you do this? Why you say these things? Why you act like that? He wasn't even where he is today. You see what I'm saying? He'll go out. He'll walk outside. Go down the stairs. He was capable of walking down steps. Right? He had the ability. He had a stroke. He has 2 strokes. But he still had the ability and the mentality to go downstairs, walk down the steps. He wasn't nothing like he is now. See, and thank God put us on the first floor. So it's not even a struggle for me to go up steps. So when I come in the building, I go up the first flight. It's steps outside the building. Then when you come in, it's like 3 steps to walk in, because it's like a big hallway, right? So he came. He was not even doing that. He was not even going down steps. He smoked cigarettes. He would drink, but he wouldn't drink that often. But he would drink, and I'm going to use it, and I'm going to say it to aggravate me, because I would tell him, Tracy, you don't need to be drinking. Because, see, I already know how he acts when he drinks. And he gives when he drinks. But he's giving because he's expecting something. You know how somebody gets drunk and they become so loving and, oh my goodness, you need to get drunk all the time. That's how it was with me. Now let me explain that. I was very forgiving and giving and trustworthy and all that when I was sober. But what would happen is when I would get intoxicated, I'm using the word intoxicated because I never got drunk. When I would get intoxicated, my personality will become, I don't know what I should say on the video, but it will become more sexual, right? Because when I'm sober, I'm more aware. I'm more aware of somebody trying to get over on me sexually. I'm more aware of somebody trying to use me. My antennas is more up. So when I'm drinking, when I was drinking, I was more relaxed. And that's what liquor would do to me. It would relax me. And it would take me in a mode where I'm not even thinking, looking at all the bad in you, or what you trying to do. You trying to use me? No, you my man. I was more, is it outgoing? I don't know the word to use, but I know I was different. I will put it like the enemy, how I felt inside about a person. When I would drink, it would come out. So if I was with you, I liked you, I showed that I was more bolder. If there was a dude that was on the block that I liked it, or passed my block all the time and I liked it, and I'm drinking and I see him, I'm bold. I'm going to go up to him and I'm going to tell him, I've been looking at you, I like you, you want to drink, whatever. I won't invite you to my house, but I'll be like, you want to come over and drink with me and my friends, or stuff like that. That's the boldness. If I'm with you and I'm drinking, I done got to know what type of person you are when I was sober. So now that I'm intoxicated, because I don't drink around people that I don't know, especially on a date or something. I take sips. I knew how to control my liquor, so I didn't get crazy when I was drinking. So if I'm with you and we go on a date, or we in my house, or we on the steps, or we on the fire escape, wherever we at, and we drinking, if I feel for you, and don't let it be that person that I went to and told that I like, all my feelings is going to come out now because I'm intoxicated. It's going to come out in every which way. It's going to come out in my dress because I'm already dressing the part. But I'm going to dress the part, if you get what I'm saying. And I'm going to be so sexier. I'm going to be so loving her. I don't even know if that's a word. I'm going to be so giving her, right? More giving, more loving. You see what I'm saying? I'm already caring for you. I already like you, but now the truth going to come out because you're in my presence, so I'm intoxicated. So now, these things I didn't do no more because I'm saved. I don't want to stay on that because I don't want nobody to see this video and focus on that. I want y'all to focus on the reason for this video, and it ain't about me. So he did not go to church. His let me see, how can I say, his loving towards wifey was not seen, never was seen. You see what I'm saying? But I tolerated him because he was my husband. You know what I'm saying? And when it got to the point where I was not willing to tolerate it anymore, we separated. And it wasn't even all about the fact that, oh, I can't take this no more. So they supposed to be sending me a Jerry Pandora, supposed to be sending me jury cloth. Oh, I want to see if I can get this off. You see how black? I don't know, it's probably dirt or whatever. But I'm just throw this in there right quick. I was watching a video on Sterling Silver of Pandora's. And they were saying not to take a shower because certain chemicals, and I guess the chemicals that's in the body washes or something like that, it will tarnish it. And I noticed that because I had another chain that I would wash. I would wash it with, and it always stayed silver. It never changed. So, and it's so crazy that this changed so quickly, because compared to the other chain that I got from a jewelry store, this one came from Macy's. This whole set came, and I paid the pretty good penny for this. So you can see the holes in the back for the breathing of the timing. So for this to change so quickly, I should have took it back. Wait a minute. Let me think about that. I should take it back to... Dang, I had that tag on it for the ever. And I took it off, I think, Saturday. Or was it yesterday I took it off? Yep. I cut it off. You know? But I think it's still under... Nope, I didn't have no warranty. Because I was supposed to... This is September. I got to look and see when I bought it. Because I think I got 30 days to go and put whatever you call that. Warranty. Not warranty. Something I'll put on it because I don't think it came with it. But anyway. Back to the thing. So the cloth is supposed to be coming. So hopefully that'll clean it off. If it don't, then I got to find... I'm going to take it to Macy's and see if they clean it. If they don't, then I got to go back on YouTube and find a way to clean it. And make it back shiny. Because this is silver and this is silver. See how it's shiny? And they both... This came from Pandora and this came from Pandora. It's actually a set. This is not a jewelry video, Sharon. Alright. So as I was saying, he didn't go to church. There was a lot of things that were said that kind of like hurt it. See what I'm saying? I don't know. One day I'm going to get to the nitty gritty and tell the real thing about my marriage. I don't say nothing. Every little things I may bring up. You know what I'm saying? I may tell a sister in the church, you know. I may tell a sister friend, you know what I'm saying, of the church. But I really don't get to what transpired, that we separated and we came back. Now, I know some people in the church know what happened, but their outlook on it was that everything happened because of me. They was like, I heard somebody had said to me some years ago, yeah, you did so-and-so, but, you know, he want to come back. You forgive him and you let him come back. And they was like kind of beating around the bush because, in other words, they were saying, in other words, you made him leave. It was because of you that he leave. And I was like, I can't remember the word that was said, but I was like, y'all don't know nothing. Y'all coming up with your own conclusions of people's marriages. Get out of people's marriage. Pay attention to y'all. And if your husband ain't with you, go get him. Work with him. Get him to come back. Because apparently he left you too. Because you in your apartment, if you had left him, then you would have had to find a place. Right? And I don't recall nobody that's not with their husband today, unless they kept it a secret like I did, they went and found a place. I went and found a place, but it wasn't because my husband put me out. It wasn't because he refused to pay his share of rent. It wasn't because he left me and then returned back 3 days later. No, it was because it was time to go. I felt that as time went on, we was going to get older and we wasn't going to be able to have those 3 flights of stairs. Because there was times I would go up them steps and they was a killer. They just didn't kill me. But it was hard to go up them steps at one time in my life. And I had to pray. I had to stop. I said, Lord, I said, you got to help me up these steps. I kept my mind focused on my home and getting up the steps and kept praying, asking God to give me strength because I had to focus on something. I mean, yes, don't get me wrong, I was focused on the Lord, but the mind is very tricky. And in order to push forward in some situations, you have to think of the outcome in a positive way. So even though I was having a hard time going up the steps, I had to stay in, keep it in my head. You got to go up these steps. So just think that at the end of the steps, when you get to the top, where you need to go, that's your apartment. And then I had to think, I got to open up the door, and here I am thinking about that. I had to remember, I had to keep pushing myself forward and saying, at the end of the steps is your apartment. You're going to open up the door, and you're going to be able to walk in and sit in. I had to keep telling myself. And while I'm telling myself that, I'm saying to myself, Lord, give me strength to go up these steps. Carry me up these steps. I need your strength. And it would be like, I would feel like extra strength coming to me. And I'll be able to push up those steps. So I knew that 70 and 80, I wouldn't be able to do that. Lord allowed me to live that long. And unless I didn't have the choice to just get up and move into a place where I could afford. No, I didn't have the choice to get up and move in a place that I wanted because I couldn't afford it. So I had to wait until God made the way and took us out and placed us. So even though the landlord wanted his place, even though situations was happening, the Bible say all things works out for the good of those who love the Lord and those who are called according to his purpose. So excuse me if I'm saying word for word wrong, but you got what I'm saying. So I had to wait until God, Tracy had to do all the things he did. Tracy had to do all the things he said. And he had to be who he was. Because I'll be honest with you, if he was not with us and there was no type of medical issue on my Section 8 voucher, we would have still been living there. Or we would have still been in the system. See what I'm saying? Because people don't take highly to people that they ain't too crazy about handicapped people anyway, because they don't want that responsibility. See, people don't want that responsibility to not even help people, because that's extra work they got to do when somebody is really handicapped, like he is. So if I didn't have him with me, and there was no serious situation that can be seen, we would have still been in the system. We would still been, well, I'm going to say we would have still, based on my thoughts and knowledge, but God was in control. But I'll just put it like that. We would have still been in the system. Because all I got is 2 boys. We would have been a family of 6. It's a big family. They probably would have tried to separate us because they was trying to do that. They was trying to tell her that one of my daughters should get her own case. The other daughter should get their case. But I would tell them, and they'd be like, You see what I'm saying? So if they had did that, then that would have left me by myself. And maybe one of the grandkids, because I got custody of one of the grandkids. So I would have had to show the paperwork stating that I had the custody. And then we would have, it would have just been me and him. So we would have been in a 1-bedroom apartment. Well, it would have been 2 bedrooms because he couldn't stay with me because he's a man. He's a boy that will eventually go on a man, and they can't have no man sleeping in the same room as a parent, right? Especially a woman. And they can't really do it in the man either, but especially a woman. So with him on the lease, with the proof from the doctor stating what's going on with him, we was able to get out the system quickly. And people even said that, wow, you found a place. Oh my God, some people been here for 5 years. Some people been here for 3 years. I've been in the shelter before, but I never stayed in the shelter. I think the longest I stayed in the shelter was 2 years. And that was during the time that my grandmother and my dad died. Because I went in the shelter right after my grandmother died. My grandmother died in 1995. I went in 1995. Because I don't think we was in the shelter when she was alive. I think I was living at, oh God, no. Where was we? No, I was on Saddam Street. Right. But I went to, we was on Saddam Street. Mommy was still alive. And we moved to Argyle Road. So we did go into the shelter, but we didn't go into the shelter until Mommy died. Because we were still living on Saddam Street. I remember living on this. Yeah, because my dad died and we got the money and everything. He died 94. So I got his money and stuff. And then from there, I can't even remember the process. Yes, here we go. Got it. Thank you, Holy Ghost. Yes, ACS came, took the kids because I had went to work. I think I had went to work and I left them in the house. And Danielle's finger got caught in the door and she was screaming. And the landlord called the police, and when the police come, they didn't see nobody in the house with them. And that's how. And if I'm correct, I don't think it was work. I think it was church. I was on my way to church. Yeah, I was on my church. So when they took them, we was at church. I'm telling you, the church was, now maybe they was doing it because they was nervous. I know I'm all over the place, but it's just the story that needs to be told at this moment. This is how this video is to be told. So maybe the church was behind me and concerned about me or whatever, but it also because they wanted to be nosy to know what the outcome was going to be, because they already had their thoughts about me already, as a parent, as a young girl, as a woman. They already have these thoughts in their head. And mommy was gone. Was Mommy gone? Yeah, I think Mommy was gone. But when Mommy was alive, so I'm not going to go into that one. I'm going to go to the one where Mommy was alive. Mommy was alive. She hurt her finger. I had to go to the hospital. No, I had to go to no hospital. When I came back, you know what? I'm trying to remember, because I'm only remember Mommy dealing with ACS and me one time. And that's with Tandra. I didn't have Mary, and I didn't have Danielle. Danielle was born 1992. Dang, I can't. Lord help me. So we was at Saddam Street, but I didn't have the kids with me. There was a moment there when the kids was not with me, so that it had to be that time. But see, Mommy couldn't have been here, so Mommy had to die before. Yeah, because I had Danielle with me, right? Mommy had to die. She died while I was at Saddam Street, like, because Danielle's father had came, and I think I took him with me to the funeral. I'm not sure, but I think I did. But anyway, I think, only God knows, because right now I can't remember, because I'm saying in the back of my head, I'm saying I would never bring another man to the church. But at that particular time, I could have been like another place. And they probably didn't say nothing because of the simple fact that it was mommy that died, and they didn't want to get no crazy response from me if they had said something. But it wasn't too much they could say. Now that I'm thinking about it, they couldn't say too much because that was Danielle's father, and I think I did take him because even though I was married, that was still Danielle's father. So out of respect, if he wanted to come, which he did, I brought him. So okay, after mommy died, yeah, I was already out of the money. I only had a little bit of money. Because I kind of like, yeah, when daddy died, that's when I moved to the Sudan. Yeah, so I was only there maybe for a year. I think I stayed a year. I don't think I had a renewal. I don't think I stayed there 2 years. So 95, maybe I stayed to 96. Because when I left Sudan, I had to go. Did I go into the system? Because the kids was in the system at the time. Because they took them. And I couldn't get them back. I had to, yeah. They told me I had to go through, I had to get a place first. So, yeah, they was in the system in 96. I think they went into the system and stayed in the system for 2 years. So I got them back like 98. But when I got them back, I was at Orgal Road. So I was thinking that I went to Orgal Road in 94. So it probably was 96, 94, 95. So it probably was a year. And I didn't get them back in 96. I went to Orgal Road in 96. And I was without them for a year. Because they stayed in my life every time you turn around. Here with ACS, but that's another story. So, don't let them bully you. If anybody listening to this video or come across this, do not let ACS bully you. Believe it or not, you got a lot of rights over ACS. And they are there to help you. They are there for the benefit of the children, but they're there to help you because they got to make sure you okay in order for you to take in order for you to take care of the kids, in order for you to be able to get them kids back. They got to work with you. So don't be letting them bully you and telling you all this foolishness. Let's see. Okay. So, let me put in a... So, yeah. So now back to Tracy. So, Tracy came while we was at Orgal Road. No, not Orgal Road. 183. So that just goes to show that while we was at Orgal Road, I had to move again. But I stayed, I thought it was 94, but it wasn't. It was 96 or 97 from 2007 to 2013. 7, 8, 9, 10. No, not 13. What was it? Yeah, 2007, 2013. Or 2015. No, 2013. No. Tandra died at 183. 2003. So it's from 1996 or 97 to 2003 at Orgal Road. And we had to move out of here because it was a fire. The people didn't, it was like a building like this. It was a management building. We lived on the 3rd floor. So eventually we had to leave from there. You see how God is still in the works? We had to leave from there because if Tracy had came then, he wouldn't have been able to make it because, I don't know. But anyway, it was a management building, like what we live in now. It had six flights, no elevator. Because I think an elevator comes in if it's over 6 flights. So, All right, so at 2003, we moved. I'm trying to think. No, I didn't have the kids then. Because just like I said, ACS was always in there. They was always taking the kids and giving them back and all this other stuff. So when I moved into Argyle Road, I didn't have the kids. So I had to make sure everything was clean and all that stuff before the kids came. They came and checked. I'm trying to think. I think I did have the kids because they didn't buy me no furniture. ACS usually give you money. If you need things, you get money from ACS and you get money from welfare. But I think I only got the furniture money. I've been there for so long. I've been there from 2003 to 2018. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 16, 18. I was there for 15 years. At 183 at Malcolm X. So I can't really remember now who it was that helped me get furniture, but I think when we moved in there, we had furniture. But anyway, so Tracy came to 183 to Malcolm X, and there was so much stuff going on, so much things was happening, so much things was said. You know what I'm saying? Just like I said, I'm not gonna say I was perfect, but you know, I really tried not to hurt him. You know what I'm saying? I realized as years went on that we kept having issues, especially after Tandra died. We kept having issues because I was holding on to what he did, but I didn't let it go. I kept it inside. And when he would say certain things, I would say, what? You wasn't no good father anyway, because look at what you did to your child. Who does that? And then I had to get the blame and blah, 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 blah. This is me talking blah, 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 because I'm holding that hurt. And things that he was saying was not corresponding to the situation that happened. So that let me know he didn't even know the result from what went down when he did what he did. I got the backlash. Even in the church, I got the backlash because I'm presuming people were saying, how she stay with that man? She hurting the kid. Because see, let me tell you this, it got on the news because my cousin called me. It got on the news and everybody knew about it, because at that time my cousin was talking to people in the church, and it got on the news that what did I say? I hit my child with a frying pan. Oh, it was saying some drastic stuff about me that I didn't even know I was on the news, right? But they didn't have my picture or nothing. They just mentioned my name. And my cousin called me and said, Sharon, you know you on the news? I was like, on the news? He said, yeah, you on, I think it was NBC or something like that. CNN. And I was like, really? Because see, I ain't watching news. Plus, I really didn't have a television because I was moving back and forth, right? And I was like, really? She said, yeah. And she said you was in the newspaper. I never got that article because I told her to give me the article. Never got that article. But she read the article to me, and I was on the phone crying. I was like, really? I mean, if anybody hear this video and knew and happened to read across beat kids or whatever the case may be, know that that's the deal, you know? That was the deal. So, wow, that's crazy. Uh-uh. So, therefore, okay, so anyway, let me go on. 'Cause, so now he comes and he does not, he comes for all the wrong reasons. Let me put it that way. And in my head, I'm thinking right reasons. But that's not what happened, you know. All right, I'll be right back. I gotta go to the ladies' room.